Stay tuned. Jordan has more with Samah Dada.
That's right. You know, we had a nice veggie burger the first half. This time we're doing something a little bit sweet, but still on the healthier side. What do you got for us this time around?
Yes, we're doing dessert. Dessert is a key component of my personality, my character. Have it every hour of the day. Can't live without it. Today we're doing gluten-free cinnamon and coconut sugar bread roll-up. So This is kind of like emitting some churro vibes. It's really nice. It's golden. It's crisp. It's really delicious. So kind of what I like to do is bake a lot of the times with alternative ingredients. So I like to do coconut oil, almond flour, coconut sugar. I bake this way just because it is really delicious. It's also a little bit better for you, and it just makes my recipes a lot more inclusive to people who do or may not even have dietary preferences or restrictions. So kind of our components here, we've got some nut or seed butter. I'm using sunflower seed butter just to make it a little bit allergy friendly. Coconut sugar, coconut oil, and then again, I'm using Little Northern Bakehouse's whole grain wide slice bread. The reason I like this bread, it's gluten-free and plant-based, but it's also like a fluffy sandwich bread, so it really is nice to roll out here because it makes it really simple. And you know, a lot of times I do like to make my own bread at home, but when you want a shortcut, kind of turn to other things, you know? So that's what we're gonna be doing here. First step, we're gonna slice off the crust. Don't throw these away. You know, food waste is not cute. So we want to save these. You can cut them into croutons, kind of store them for later. So I'm just going to keep these off to the side, slicing our crust off there. And then I'm just going to use a rolling pin to roll it out.
Oh, wow.
So the reason we're doing this,
Oh, no, keep going.
The reason we're doing this is just to kind of create a nice canvas for our nut or seed butter, just so that it kind of goes on really nicely. We can have the cinnamon and coconut sugar right on there.
Now the oil that you see, or the butter, that's available at most grocery stores, or is that like a specialty type?
Available at most grocery stores. You can definitely find them at different natural food markets, Sprouts. Like there's a lot of different places you can find it. All the ingredients actually here I found at Sprouts. You can find them at your Sacramento Sprouts or just like local natural stores near you. So I'm just rolling this out really nicely, and feel free to use a peanut butter and almond butter here instead if that's what you like, if that's your preference. I love almond butter as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spread this really nicely on to my rolled out piece of bread. Just get a really nice layer here. This is gonna allow the coconut and the coconut sugar and the cinnamon to kind of stick nicely on here before we roll them up.
Oh, wow, okay. So how thin do you make it, or maybe?
You want to make it pretty thin so it's super flat, so you're going to be able to roll it up nicely. So as you can see here in our finished product, they're pretty thin, nicely rolled up, because we're going to bake in the oven. So once I do this, I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of coconut sugar and cinnamon straight on here, roll it up. We're going to bake it into the oven. Right after, we're going to roll it in some coconut oil. So once I roll this up like this, I'm going to go ahead and dip it in some coconut oil. We're going to place it on a baking sheet, and then we're going to bake it in the oven 15 to 20 minutes until it's nice and golden brown, a little crisp. It gets that really nice caramelization of the sugars as well, as you can see, which like is always the really nice like crunchy bits at the bit that you can just eat straight out of the oven. Top with some fruit, serve it with a little whipped cream. Coconut whipped cream is great too, but it's truly a really nice dessert, even an afternoon snack with your coffee.
And pretty healthy as well. Oh, great. So after you put the sauce on, or the what did you put on there? Not the peanut butter, but the almond butter.
The sunflower seed butter. Sunflower seed butter.
Into the coconut in the oven for how long again?
In the coconut oil, then back into the cinnamon and sugar so that it gets nice and rolled up, and then into the oven 15 to 20 minutes, just until it's nice and golden brown, a little crisp around the edges, and that sugar just gets really nice and caramelized.
A fun and healthy dessert recipe right there. You can head over to her website, dadaeats.com, or check her out on Instagram as well, with all those fun and healthy ingredients to go. All right, thank you so much for being with us. We got more coming up.